Last September 9, 2022, I had the biggest eye-opening experience that changed my whole point of view on education, on virtual and online learning, and on our greatest heroes, our teachers. Hi, I am Kristen Noel, and I welcome you all to my first journey navigating mySOUL as a student teacher, essentials in setting up and managing a virtual classroom. As it is known, COVID-19 pandemic and the global lockdown caused the closure of schools and universities, which brought significant disruptions to education all over the world. Fortunately, we found our way through the pandemic, so from the physical or the full face-to-face learning, we shifted to online instruction and virtual classes. In Silliman, we have our own learning management system or LMS called mySOUL, which is the gateway to Silliman online distance learning. And this is handled by the SOUL team, who shared and blessed us with their expertise and skills in navigating SOUL and virtual classrooms. There were 2 batches of student teachers invited to attend the training in their very cold, and I mean icy cold, Dr. Mariano Lau ICI Technology Laboratory. And I belong to the Friday group or the batch 2, and I saw, heard, and personally experienced what it is like to be a teacher under the new normal of education.
Nasuda po ani uy. Ha? Saan ganito? Sir, again sir. Ma'am, wait ma'am.
Those were the lines from a technology-dependent generation, and surely in that moment, we all felt the deepest appreciation and respect for our teachers.
On the training, we brought our own laptops and got it connected to the strongest and fastest internet connection that ever existed in the grounds of Silliman. We also had our very own virtual classroom and training room, and our former teacher in TTL1, Assistant Professor Alfie Arcelo, introduced us in the making of contents, creating new learning activities, dragging and dropping of files, creating new section like a welcome section, conference section, an overview, and for learning journeys or other topics. And she especially introduced us to these tools for moving, hiding and hiding, deleting and highlighting sections, just so when we come into the classroom, that's the first thing that we see. When we click create learning activities, we'll see all these activities like assignments, attendance, and open forums. And there are also resources like files where we can attach documents and images, etc. We can have folders for a number of lessons or topics that we wish to add into the classroom. And the students also have the option to just download the entire folder for this. Now, this Lightbox gallery was something new to me, but this is really very efficient for gallery viewing, especially for lessons needing step-by-step tutorials, because we can just add images for the learners to follow. In another session led by Sir Fred Lee, we learned how to make our own class attendance, and I finally experienced submitting the attendance of my student depending on their marks, whether they are late, present, or excused. Additionally, I learned how to make a forum with a linked image. So once you click the picture, you get redirected to a new window and a new link. For the assignment, I had the chance to make and schedule one for the class. Finally, we have the quiz, which I believe is the most tedious activity to create, since it needs very specific prompts like in multiple choice option, where you need to put in all questions one by one. But I really think that this is the most creative feature in the virtual classroom. Paired with the delicious food and drinks, it was truly an insightful training, and only a small part of why teachers are heroes.